What's going on, guys? If you have an LS motor, then you know how easy it is for little puddles of oil to develop within your intake manifold. So today, I'm going to be showing you how to install a catch can on a C6. So what is the point of a catch can and what does it do? Well, the point of a catch can is to do just that. You're catching. But what are you catching? So the way that the PCV system works, oily vapors are thrown through the PCV system of the car, which then tend to land and puddle in the intake manifold. Now, you don't want this because your intake manifold is where your clean air is coming through in hopes of going to the combustion chamber, which then combusts and make the power that you want out of your car. Now, if your air is mixing with oil, it could cause detonation, a little bit of knock, and it's just not going to be a clean burn. So the point of this is to catch those oily vapors in hopes of eliminating any oil puddles within your PCV system. So as you can see here, I have my LS3 swapped C5 fitted with a catch can, but we're not going to pay attention to that today because this is not a stock motor for this car, and the PCV system in this is completely different. We're going to be looking at a completely stock C6, and I mean bone stock. So essentially what you're going to be wanting to do is route the catch can in between the dirty side and the clean side. But what is the dirty side and the clean side? So essentially right now, the entire motor has a dirty side since all the oily vapors just travel through and back into the intake manifold. What you're going to be doing is finding a port from the motor and then putting the catch can in line, which then creates a clean side post catch can. Let's simplify that a little bit. So basically you want to find a place from the motor that has all the crank vapors coming through so that you can route that to the catch can and then run another line from the catch can into the intake manifold, which creates the clean side. What you're going to want to do first is remove this little guy. This little pesky devil is GM solution to your PCV system, which unfortunately sends oil directly from your valley cover into your intake manifold. That's why the oil puddles up in there so easily. So what you want to do is remove this little guy, and this is easily found right here under your intake manifold. You're going to have your intake manifold port right there, and you have your valley cover port right there. This sends vapors through to this. What we're going to be doing is running a line from this all the way out to the catch can, and then from the catch can all the way back in to the intake manifold port. So Steve, the catch can man at UPR, set me up with this beautiful setup right here. You have an extension which is going to be used on the hood latch, followed by a quick release. This is pretty much the same quick release I had on the ZL1. Notice how I said had. Yes, I will address where the ZL1 is in a future video, but for now, let's focus on this. So basically, this is your setup as far as holding the catch can, right? Once you remove this little thing, grab your catch can. You're gonna have two 90-degree fittings, which you're gonna wanna screw on, and it's gonna look something like this. And then you just want to place this right here. Buckle this guy in. Make sure he's nice and secure. And that is where your catch can is going to be mounted. It's very nice, it's out of the way, it's easy to deal with, and it's easy to clean. Now, once you have your catch can mounted, it makes it a lot easier to kind of get an idea as to where and how you're going to run your lines. In the kit, you're going to get a good amount of this high-grade Continental hose used in order to route your lines. So the first step is going to be to take that hose, just kind of get an idea where you want to route it, measure, and then you can cut. Now, as you can see, I've already cut my lines here, and I've put pretty much all the fittings on, but I left one so I could show you how to install it. It's super simple. So here I have this is going to be my dirty side. The long one's going to be the dirty side. The short one is going to be the clean side. I'll show you how to install the clean one, but first, let's do the dirty side. As you can see, I've fitted it with the straight fitting. So we're just gonna route it into a clear position here. And you wanna see right there, I'm sure you can see that right there. I've got the fitting right on top of the valley cover. And you kind of want to push until you hear a loud clip like this. That's when you know it's in. So this one I've already routed like this. I think it looks clean. It's gonna look OEM, and I've left a little bit too much hose on there, but it's fine because I'd rather have too much than too little. I'm just gonna cut it right here, put the fitting on, and it's gonna look nice and clean. Let's see what that clean side looks like. So one of the things that I love about this kit, or any UPR Catch Can kit, is the simplicity of the fittings. UPR likes to use OEM click-in fittings, which make this install a hell of a lot easier. So for this, we're just gonna go right in here, right in, and again, you wanna hear that click, just right there. Route this line here, and this is what I love about it. That's it, it's done, it's in. So as you can see, this incredibly simple setup is almost done. We have the intake manifold, AKA the clean side, routed through right here into a 90-degree fitting into the catch can. And then we have the dirty side, which comes from the valley cover all the way over here. Got a little too much hose, but I'm gonna trim that and show you how to put the fitting on. So as you can see, I've cut my hose to the desired length right here, and the last step is just to put the fitting on. Now, the way that these fittings work is you're gonna wanna have the fitting go onto the hose with this little clamp on it. So you put a little clamp on the hose, just like that, and then you put the fitting onto the hose, just like this. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna allow for the hose to kind of latch on to the fitting and be airtight. Wow, that is satisfying. And that's pretty much it. Now you have both your lines fitted correctly. It's not too tight, not too loose. They have room to maneuver. You have your sturdy catch can here. It's incredibly simple to service. You just twist this off and empty it. That's pretty much it, guys. That is how you install a catch can. There are other methods of installing a catch can. You can, bolt it on off the head here, but that only works if you have an aftermarket intake system, which I do plan on running, but this was just a simple setup for now. Now, the point of this video was to show you how easy it is to install this one catch can on this LS3. Of course, this is not what everybody's gonna run. Some of you are centrifugally supercharged, some of you have twin turbos. There's a bunch of different systems there. This one is made for a bone stock LS3 without even having an aftermarket intake. Now, if you have a boosted application or you wanna have a dual catch can setup, please feel free to reach out at Steve at UPR, and he would be glad to build you a custom catch can setup for your car. And that's pretty much it, guys. It is that simple to install one of these. Once again, thank you so much to Steve, the Catch Can Man at UPR, for helping me with this setup. If you guys want this setup for your C6 or want a specifically tailored setup for your car, be sure to reach out to Steve, the Catch Can Man at UPR. Thanks for watching.